Good night, everyone. I just wanted to make this little Facebook Live because there's something that was going on my mind while I was working out, and I just want to share with you that a lot of events in my life recently has brought me to focus more on my nutrition. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. I know the title is How to Reverse Engineer the Good Life, so I'm going to start with that. You think about the good life, to have everything that you want, then what's stopping you from being there, right? Because in the situation that you're at now, it means you don't have the good life, necessarily, to most people. So what's stopping you? Your thoughts, your environment, what do you have around you, right? The financial situation, the friends that you hang out around, the situations that are coming up in your life. But what's producing that? You are. So everything that's happening to you and around you, you attracted those things. How did you attract those things? With your thoughts. So every thought that you think puts out an energy, and you start attracting those friends, you start attracting those opportunities, or attracting those bad events that are happening to you, those good events. So if your thoughts emanate that, control that, how do you control your thoughts? And usually people talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness is a big one, where you catch yourself thinking something that's not good and you shift it towards something that's good, so you put out that positive energy. But I said I want to talk about nutrition. Nutrition is a big factor as to how your thoughts are going to go. So I think I heard it somewhere, I'm not sure it's the exact number, but 40% of the stress that we have in our life is caused by the nutrition, by the food that we put into our body. That's the stress that we put on our body ourselves. Like, we choose what we eat, we choose what we put into our body, and that's responsible for 40% of the stress that we have on our body and in our life. So when you start eating healthier, and obviously I'm a plant-based guy, I'm a vegan guy, whole food plant-based. When you start eating properly and you cut out the meat, the dairy, the eggs, and steak, your thoughts become clearer. It sounds crazy, but I didn't believe it at first. I was a bodybuilder, I was eating steaks for breakfast, 12 eggs for breakfast. But when I made the shift, I became less congestion in my nose, in my head. Especially when I cut out dairy, my skin became better, my digestive system became better, I started breathing better, my thoughts were clearer. So for me to control a thought, it became easier, because before it was all fogged up. And I didn't know my thoughts were fogged up because I was used to eating this way, I was used to feeling this way. When I tell people to switch over to a plant-based diet because they'll have clearer thoughts, they don't believe me. They're just like, I feel fine. Of course you feel fine. You've been raised that way your whole life, and that's the way I was raised. So when I shifted and I saw the difference in how clear my thoughts were, how light my head was, and how more clearly I could focus on things, because I always had like ADD, I had a hard time focusing in school, my thoughts just became clearer. So it was easier for me to control what I was thinking. It was easier for me to turn it from a negative to a positive. It was easier for me to shift the perspective as to the situation that I was going through. So reverse engineering the good life, you can bring it back to self-awareness of the thoughts that you have, and you can bring it back to nutrition. I am a big believer 100% that the food that you put into your body will have an impact on how you will live your life, right? Because if you don't eat properly, you have no energy. You hang out with the wrong people, I'm sorry, but if you eat like meat and shit like that, and you start going out, you're drinking beer, and then you're going eating pizza and eating poutine and eating all these foods, I get that you're drunk and you're eating those foods, but you know they're not good for you. And the quote that I posted on my Facebook early on my feed is, I'm okay with dying, I just don't want it to be my fault. I just don't want to die because it's my fault, because I chose to eat bad stuff, to put bad stuff into my body. And I just felt like sharing that with you guys, because there's a lot of people in my circle of friends, in my family, that have died from cancer, that have died from shitty diseases that shouldn't even be there. And I believe that nutrition and food can be the medicine. And I just wanted to put that in your mind tonight and see if that resonated with you. If you just, I don't know, just do more research on it, or now that I mention it, you'll see more things related to that showing up in your life. That's how cool the universe is. But guys, just be careful about what you put into your body. Do your research. I get that everybody's doing it, but not everybody lives a long time. Not everybody lives happily. The person that you're looking up to, look at how they're living their life. Look how their relationship is, how their business, their finances, how they are as a person, how they're showing up. All those aspects can be brought back down to nutrition, and I believe that wholeheartedly. So guys, thank you for watching this little rant. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have any comments on that, I want to stir up the topic also about plant-based nutrition, because I want to bring it to awareness to people. I have this amazing platform where people are just so cool and are willing to improve themselves, are willing to improve their lives. And that's one of the ways that you can improve your life, is by changing how you eat. And that I can promise you, I don't like promising stuff, but I can promise you that if you do change how you eat, it will shift your life completely, like 100%. It shifted my life 100%. So guys, I love you all. Thank you for watching this little live stream, and I will see you in the next couple days. And also for all my people in Vancouver, if you haven't seen, I got some brand new Vitago bags, which is a superfood blend that I love 100%. I reached out to the CEO because I love his stuff so much. I'm like, buddy, let me get into this. I love this. Like, let me get in. He wasn't even hiring. He was like, man, you're so passionate. Like, I need to bring you in. So guys, be sure to check that out, vitago.com. Be careful about what you put into your body. I love you all. Have an amazing night, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.